Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is a March week 2 check-in, and let's go ahead and get started. So I've already laid down my transactions to kind of speed things up a little bit. So when we look at, we'll look at groceries first because that's usually my category I spend the most in. So our last check-in was on the 5th of March, and today is the 12th of March. So we spent $20 on the 7th. On the 9th, I spent $8.46. And then this morning I spent $21. So a total of $95. So I had 140 when I started the week, so I should have 45 still in my envelope. So the next thing, church is 100. Go ahead. And then for eating out, I had 20 on the 7th, 30 on the 8th. And that was it. That's $50. So I spent $50. And then for my allowance, because I had already spent all the money in groceries, I had 21 at Michael's. I had 18 at Panda Express. I had $11 at Denny's. And that's $50. Entertainment, I didn't spend anything this week. Household, I didn't spend anything. Personal care, I did spend $20. Got a haircut. Spent $20. And then for gas, I spent $18. I think I marked that already. $18.55, 18, yes. So I only have for the month minus 18 minus 15. Wait. I started with 100. I spent 18 on the rental car, 55 to fill up my car, and then 18. So I have $9 left. I don't think it's going to get me very far. I'm definitely going to have to dip into miscellaneous again. So I'm going to have to increase this. I drove up to my parents', which was a lot of the gas. And I just need to plan on taking more trips up there. So I'm going to have to increase that for the month of April. For craft supplies, I spent $150 minus 60 minus 38 minus 48. So I have $4 left. Okay. And sinking funds will do at the end of the month. So let's go ahead and see if this matches with what's in our envelopes. So I'm getting used to this a little bit. I did start to make some adjustments on the envelopes that I'm going to list in the shop because depending on the laminate, you can expand them more versus, you know, where they're a thicker laminate keeps them from expanding. So I'm playing around with different thickness of the laminate. So, okay, so for allowance is empty. That makes sense. Groceries, I have 45, which is right. I'm going to put this to the side. Restaurants, I was out by Monday. Bank, I did take what was left in this bank envelope from last week and took it out. And for this week, I have 55 to add to bank. Coins are there. Personal care, I started with 50, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That is correct. Clothing, I did spend $60 today, so I started at 120, 20, 40, 60. I have 60 left. And I have 2 different clothing envelopes. So this one is the one that goes with me, and then I have the next half of that sinking fund that I leave over in my envelopes that stay home. And then for household, I have not spent anything. I will spend for cleaning tomorrow. And I still have my 80 left in here. And then recreation, I had 20. I still have 20. Let me turn this around. It's amazing how much you have to switch and change things when you're folding money. I didn't really think this through really well when I went ahead and went to this size. I do love how compact it is and how easy this is to throw in my purse and have everything with me. It is alleviating a lot of the money that goes back to the bank. But on the other hand, it's just a little bit more difficult. In medicine, I have 100 left. I am already over in medical copay, so I may need to move that to that. And then vacation, this was the $50 that I had left from last week's groceries. So I'm going to put it with this week's groceries and take all of this on vacation. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 95. Because my husband is going with me now, so I definitely will be spending more money than I had anticipated because I was going to split everything with my sister. And then all of my receipts for the week. So we'll go ahead and stuff this for the following week. So for groceries, I'm actually going to change this to be the full amount. And that's what I should have done here. So 140. Because when I take the money and I roll it into a different account like savings, then it messes me up because I think I should have more money than I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this really quick. So 70, let's see. 700 minus 140 was 560. 560 minus 140 is 420. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my mind because if I'm not rolling the money over, I still don't have that full amount in the account to spend. So if I'm taking the balance of the 140 out and putting it into savings or rolling it into like vacation, I need to account for that full amount coming out of groceries. So that is the way my brain is working right now. So for eating out, I did the same thing last week. So even though I didn't spend it, I did roll it into vacation. And so 150. Allowance, I never have leftovers, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh, I did. I put 20 in savings. Wow. Okay, let me just fix this really quick. You may have all noticed it in my last video, but I literally did not notice it until I sat down to do this today. So I have 150 left in allowance. Entertainment, I didn't spend anything, so I still have 120. So I have 20 in my binder, and then I have another $100 in my envelopes to stay home. Household, I haven't spent anything. And this was wrong because I rolled over 120, and then I added another 120, and I added 80. So I should have started with 320. think there's one category that's right here. Let's see, 320. Still have 320. I think I normally only take 60 for household, so I think that's where I came up with 300. But this time, because I knew I needed to buy some stuff, I went and put 80 in there. 320. Okay. Personal care, I started with 100. I spent 20. I have 80. And then giving, I started with 400. I spent 100. So I have 300. And giving always stays in the account. Okay, so let's go ahead and add the money for this week. So the envelopes that I'm going to pull from are the ones in here. Okay, so let's start with groceries. So I'm going to put 140 in, even though I probably will not go grocery shopping till we come back into town. So there should be extra money left over to roll over. And I'm going to take what was left this week and I'll put that towards food that we're going to get for the hotel room. So it's still technically staying into groceries. And then that leaves me with 280 for week 3, 4, and week 5. And then allowance is 50. These 20s are so old. So the balance goes into, let's make sure it's right. 80, yep. So I have 100 left, so I have 50 for week 4 and week 5. And this little trick of kind of doing this and folding them really did work last week. It did keep this from being so chunky. But I am not taking this on vacation, so, because I don't want to spend the money in here. I want to spend the money that I took out for vacation. So 20, 40, 50 for eating out, and I still have 100, so that's right. And we'll come back to bank because that's in a different binder. So personal care, I think I'm good. I am going to have a massage next week. I still have 50, so I think I'm going to just switch this out a little bit because it's really chunky. So I'll keep that in there, and then I'm going to put this, the balance, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, back into my envelope in case I decide to get a pedicure. I don't know if I'm going to or not, but if I do, there'll be money left in here. And that way this will not be so chunky. So there's 40, 60, 70, 80. Yep, that's right. Okay, clothing, I think I'm just gonna go, let's see here. So in clothing, in this envelope, I have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 141, 42, 43, 44, 45. And then I have 60 in here. So I think what I'll do is put 50 in here, just in case we decide to go shopping when we're in Vegas, but I don't want to bring it all. Actually, no, because I'm going to leave this at home. So I think what I'll do is put that in there, this in here, and then it will go back to the bank if I use my card. I think that makes the most sense. So 60 plus 50. It's been really weird. It got to be 87 and I was getting ready to put all my sweatshirts away, go look for shorts and t-shirts, and now it's down in the 60s and 50s. So who knows? Household, I should have 80, which I do. And then the money for the cleaning is in a different envelope. And then recreation should be 20. And then medicine, 100. And then vacation, I'm actually going to take out of here because I'm bringing a different wallet with me. So, okay. So these are done. Put these back in here. So these are kind of my go-to envelopes that I know I'm going to stuff each time versus ones for savings and things like that. I had to split them up. Okay. What did I do with the bank money? Oh, there it's there. Oh, for the Lord. Okay, I'm gonna put that over there. So for this one, I have my birthday money, savings challenge, which I'm gonna need, household I'll need tomorrow. Tithe and gifts are empty. Entertainment should have 100. 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. There's a part of me that wants to take this to Vegas, but I don't know what's open, and I think I'll leave it here. And then bank, I'm gonna add back in the money from, that I just moved underneath here. Okay, this is money that needs to go back to the bank. Okay, so bank is the category if I use money, if I use my card for things that are in my envelopes, I take the money out of my envelope and put it into bank, and then this begins my cash that I pull out for the following month. And then I don't have anything to add to savings because I rolled into vacation, electricity, and Disney. Okay, so only thing I need to do is savings challenge. Take this envelope out. I think this week is actually a smaller week, if I remember correctly. This binder does not stay open. Maybe that was why it was on the clearance rack. So for this week, I only need to put in 25. 25. Should have 325. 1, 2, 50, 325. Okay. So I just need to add another 110, and this will be fully funded for the month of March. I think I said this in my last video. I really love this savings challenge. It's not been painful. I think because I budget for it and I just anticipate that I'm going to have to take the full amount out of my sinking fund, what I have extra for sinking funds, versus being reliant on taking it out of my envelopes every week. So this is working well. Put this back into here. Okay, I think that's everything for week 2 check-in. Going into week 3, I have all my balances there. So the problem categories for me this month are going to be gas, medical copays. I'm already over, so I budgeted 200 and I'm at 180 plus 55 plus 17 plus 40. I'm at 292. So this miscellaneous is going to go over there, and I don't even know that that category is done for the month. So I definitely am going to go over budget there. Everything else I think is going to be okay. The dental money I haven't done anything with because it's just chilling in the account right now. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might just keep it as part of my cushion. I don't want to open one more savings account at Capital One because I feel like it's already a lot. So I could keep it in cash, but I'm not sure yet when I'm going to get to go to talk to them about Invisalign. So I might just keep that as part of the cushion and not try to save for that. Everything else I've already moved. I moved the car fund over. I moved Christmas and gifts. Fitness is still in the account. Medical copays, you see I went over. Vacation I moved. I moved it into my vacation sinking fund, and then I just went to the bank today and took it out for our trip. Etsy shop I put in 500. I have spent some money from that. Technology, I did pay the $500 towards the Apple Card that's coming out of that fund. Savings challenge we did. Birthday's still there. So that's pretty much just a quick update on sinking fund. So everything over here is pretty much we've already discussed. So I think that is it for the check-in. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing and hit the alert for all future videos. If you have any questions at all about how I do the budget, how I, move them between envelopes and anything like that, or you question what I'm doing, that's totally fine too. Go ahead and put it down in the comments and I'm happy to answer those questions. Thank you so much and have a great week. Take care.